Lasantha Wickramatunge, an outspoken editor of a Sri Lankan newspaper, The Sunday Leader, which had accused the Sri Lankan government of corruption and been critical of the administration's war against Tamil Tiger rebels. Lasantha, who was the founder of the paper, was assassinated by 2 gunmen at point-blank range as he drove to work in January 2009.
The Sunday Leader is 16 years old. The paper has earned a reputation for investigative journalism.
Lasantha studied in England and was a lawyer by profession. His passion for writing saw him become one of Sri Lanka's top journalists.
Lasantha Wickramatunge was an absolutely fearless journalist. He actually made people think. He made civil society in this country sit up and take notice.
He had received numerous awards. Tell us a little bit about them.
In the year 2000, he won the International Integrity Award given by Transparency International. That was when he was alive. He has won the Guardian Award. He has won the James Cameron Award. He has won the UNICEF Award. And in September, he's been named as International Hero of the Press through IPI.
Due to his no-holds-barred reporting on political issues, Lasantha received numerous death threats, though that did not deter him from doing what he knew best.
His journey along the way showed that successive governments did not take kindly to criticism or investigative reporting.
In his last editorial, Lasantha had accused the president of pursuing the war to stay in power.
Winning the war, then there must be elections around the corner. It is no secret that the war has become Mahinda Rajapaksa's recipe for electoral success.
He wrote,
There have been abductions of journalists, and journalists have fled the country and imposed self-censorship on them. And for all that, the government has done absolutely nothing.
Lasantha claimed that corruption had become a disease in the Defence Ministry and alleged that death squads were on the loose in the capital, licensed to kill anti-government dissenters. Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the president's powerful brother, is now suing the newspaper for defamation.
Lawyers appearing for us in our cases were branded traitors and terrorists by none other than the Defence Secretary and the Defence Ministry.
You mentioned how the Sunday Leader was raided, your presses were burnt down, actually numerous times. As far as the raids were concerned, what were they looking for, the police? Did they find anything?
They said that they had been tipped off that we were printing posters in favour of the common candidate, General Sarath Fonseca. Instead, what they did find was that we were printing the Mahinda Chintanaya. We had got a subcontract and we were actually printing the president's, that was for President Mahinda Rajapaksa, and they had absolutely no issue with that.
Is there a Freedom of Information Act, and if there is, what is it?
Well, we don't have Freedom of Information Act as yet, but there's agitation for that, to introduce that kind of act here, like in India and like in other developed countries.
Critics say press freedom is under attack in Sri Lanka. What's your take on media freedom in Sri Lanka?
There are still restrictions on freedom of expression and on media freedoms. Now, when I say restrictions, it is certainly not as bad as it was even last year.
According to the Reporters Without Borders 2008 Press Freedom Rankings, Kenya has average restraints, while Sri Lanka is in the red zone, which means more restraints. Journalists in Kenya even have often found themselves on the front line, putting their lives in harm's way. Many are forced into self-exile. Freedom of expression is one of the basic pillars of a democratic society. A free media is necessary to inform both decision-makers and the people about prevailing realities in the country. But it is also apparent that systems of self-regulation should be established by media professionals in order to promote public confidence in the media. Hermina Patel, Eyewitness News in Colombo, Sri Lanka.